Hey guys, Dr. Mike Duce, MTFUcoach.com. How are you? So you're training really hard in the gym, and you may have been just started training, or you've been training for many, many years, and you're unhappy with your progress. You're not getting that muscular size that you're looking for, and muscular size, muscular development, let's say, because when you're developing your muscle, sometimes it manifests as you being more compact, more defined, or just bigger. None of those things are really going to happen for you if you skip one of the most important phases of a rep of any exercise, bicep curl, tricep press down, bench press, pull down, squat, leg extension, everything really, if you're skipping the negative eccentric phase of the rep. I'll just demonstrate here for those who may not know, and I'd rather be in the gym for this, but we're not. But for a bicep curl, okay, I like the concentric phase where you're flexing the muscle. Most people think this is the most important part because, you're flexing the muscle, and that's kind of what it's all about for a lot of people. You're bringing it up. That's about 1 or 2 seconds for me. But on the downward phase, I spend 3 to 4, even sometimes 5 seconds coming down. That's eccentric. I even flex my tricep at the bottom because that reminds me to not have any energy leaks or areas of relaxation or weakness when I'm training, because when that happens, you sometimes can get injured, and we want to avoid that. But getting back to this, we've got concentric, okay, and we've got the eccentric, and one more time, this is shortening the muscle fibers, okay, and you're flexing, and this is elongating the muscle fibers. And the important thing to remember is there's tension here, but you can't just drop this like a lot of people do. You have tension here, and you also have to have tension coming down, and you do that by controlling it in the eccentric phase, controlling it, okay, and you go a little slower than the upward phase. And why do you do this? Well, this is how you grow. If I take one of my props here, where did I put it? Here we go, a little elastic hose, okay, let's think in terms of concentric, where you're bringing the weight up. You take these are muscle fibers, and you're bunching them together, okay, when you're in the concentric phase, and you're squeezing them together, and it's no big thing, no real damage occurs like that. However, when you're coming down in the eccentric and you're in the stretch phase, well, you're pulling this apart like so, and what happens with the myofibrils, the little muscle fibers, okay, they look like this. You're pulling them apart, and you do so just to the point with enough stress and effort to create micro tears. You've heard of this. You break down the muscles, you create these little tiny injuries. You're not injuring yourself per se, but you're breaking down the muscle fibers enough to engender growth. And you do that by going home and resting and hydrating and eating your proper nutrition and sleeping and not overtraining and really having a focused goal and knowing what you're doing. Again, if you're skipping, you have a lot of people that bring the weight up and they're letting it crash, and they do that on everything. Well, you're leaving yourself open to injury, but really what's happening is you're just not even coming close to the results you can get, because most or all of the growth phase occurs on the eccentric phase. So you've got to really concentrate on that when you're in the gym. My workouts now are 35 minutes, 25 to 35 minutes. I do circuit training. I do 5 different exercise movements for a body part, and I do as many sets in a row in 25 minutes as I can. It's very intense, but even with the rapidity and high intensity of my workouts, I still concentrate on very, very focused reps, complete contraction, complete stretch in that eccentric phase, the negative. Somebody asked me to do a video on negatives, and I really got to do it right and do it in the gym to show you some exercises. But I just thought as a primer here, I would talk a little bit about it here because it is so important. And I do, in my line of vision, where I observe people in the gym, I see people really not working on this as hard, not being mindful of this. And this is probably why you're not getting your results. In any event, let's get on it. Concentrate on those negatives. Dr. Mike Duce, MTFU Longevity over 50, MTFUcoach.com, and I'll be back soon. You have a great day. Thank you.